basketball fans, here's your chance to win an NBAA 2022 State Basketball VIP prize pack. Just download the NBAA 24/7 app on your mobile device to be registered to win. The prize pack includes 2 passes to the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Tournament, plus 2 Lobo level tickets. You know, those seats in the first 5 rows from the pit floor. You also win a $500 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, a $100 gift card provided by Sonic Drive-In, an NBAA edition Wilson Evolution leather basketball, and a 6-month membership to New Mexico Sports and Wellness. All you have to do is download the NBAA 24/7 mobile app on iOS or Android, and you are registered to win. A winner will be picked during the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Selection Show on Sunday, February 27th. So let's review. Download the free NBAA 24/7 app and be entered to win lots of cool stuff. It's just that easy. If you already have the app, don't worry. You're registered for a chance to win too. Thank you to our participating sponsors, Dick's Sporting Goods, Sonic, New Mexico Sports and Wellness, and Wilson. Download the free NBAA 24/7 app right now for your chance to win. Hey basketball fans, here's your chance to win an NBAA 2022 State Basketball VIP prize pack. Just download the NBAA 24/7 app on your mobile device to be registered to win. The prize pack includes 2 passes to the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Tournament, plus 2 Lobo level tickets. You know, those seats in the first 5 rows from the pit floor. You also win a $500 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, a $100 gift card provided by Sonic Drive-In, an NBAA edition Wilson Evolution leather basketball, and
now, time for the opening drive.
Voted the best sports show in New Mexico
for 5 years running. It's the OD in the AM with Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck.
At some point, you were going to get one. At some point, there was going to be a breakthrough. They were close so many times. They went up to Laramie and lost by 2. They went up to Colorado State and were right there. And last night in the pit, a little magic returns to the house over there on University in Cesar Chavez. The Lobos welcome the 22nd ranked team in the land, freshly minted in the top 25. Wyoming came in atop the Mountain West standings. Wyoming leaves, knocked off the saddle. Cowboys get beat by the Lobos 75-66 in the, I think, the best win. I don't know if it's the biggest win. You decide if you like that better than going down to Cruces and putting 101 on the Aggies. But certainly the best conference win in the Richard Pitino era is the Lobos get a win last night, get a few hours to celebrate, and here comes Colorado State tomorrow. The number was 75-66. Good morning to you. Merry Wednesday. It is a good Wednesday if you are a Lobo fan. Jeff Symbieta and JJ Buck. Good night in the pit. I said to you, is this court storm worthy? And you said yes, and certainly by today's Mountain West standards, after Wyoming stormed the court twice over the last couple of weeks, beating a ranked team when you are 2 and whatever you were, was court storm worthy.
It was a night that the Lobos could say, finally.
Yes.
Finally, in conference play, they got over the hump. They played multiple close games against good teams, could not finish at the end, and you saw steps forward from everyone that was on the floor, making an impact to knock off Wyoming.
I thought, obviously defensively they had no answer for Ike, and they went to Jordan Arroyo late. I thought Sebastian Forsling played his best game as a Lobo. Do you agree?
Best first half, absolutely.
Well, first half, he had one foul, and then Ike just went at him, and he got in foul trouble and got disqualified on fouls in the second half. And then you had who you throwing at Graham Ike, who is, look, here's my offense. Jeff Linder said, get the ball down low to the big man, and they can't stop him, and they couldn't. And I thought J. Allen Tovar was terrific again last night. 15 points, 8 rebounds for J. Allen Tovar. House went for 34. Mashburn went for 18. But they threw whatever they could. Richard Pitino is going to be with us at 8 o'clock this morning. We'll talk to the Lobo coach after the big victory. And what do you do? Because, there was talk, do you continue to double? I thought Saquon Singleton did a great job. Not just a really good job. I thought he did a great job. And I know it's a word you throw around so much in this medium on Hunter Maldonado, who's a Player of the Year candidate in this league. Held him to 9 points on 2 of 12 shooting, a long guard that the Lobos did not have available for them. Saquon was not available for them when they were in Laramie, and I thought, you're going to look at the numbers, and Saquon's not going to pop off of the sheet to you. You're not going to look at the box score and say, oh yeah, no, he was big in 17 minutes. He had 5 points. But what I thought what he did defensively was as big as anything that happened all night.
It allowed them to at times play differently. He was able to handle Hunter Maldonado in the post. I really liked the game plan in the first half where they immediately doubled everything inside. They brought help down when Ike was posting up. They brought help on Maldonado, and then they switched it up in the second half. So I thought defensively it was a good game plan that was executed well by the Lobos. And after the game, Jalen House, when he was speaking to the media, it was kind of one of those, oh, yeah moments. He's like, Wyoming doesn't do anything that's hard. You just have to step up and play. He's like, Ike and Maldonado are just going to sit there and dribble and back down. You just have to find a way to get in their way. Pretty much paraphrasing. You're like, oh, yeah, that's pretty much it with those two guys. And when you can take one of those players out of the game for 20 minutes, like they did Ike, and then not have both of them have a tremendous day, gives you a chance.
Ike is really good at just getting the ball and backing down, again, especially against smaller guys, which you know, I don't know if Sebastian Forsing's smaller, but he's certainly much less experienced, although Ike's only a sophomore. But, yeah, that's what they do. And then they shoot, and they held Jeffries down a little bit too. Big win. I'm not going to sit here and tell you they're over the hump. I'm not going to tell you that they're winning a championship. I'm going to take this for what it was. And it's a program that I felt, and I've told you as we've gone through what hasn't been a bunch of fun. What are they, 3-8 in conference, JJ? This is a different field than last year. It's a team that, while they're not at the top of the standings, I feel that there's a future. I feel that they're headed in the right way. Well, we watched last year's team, and you just every night it just wasn't fun to watch them, right? This is a team where every night, to me, they're fun to watch, and they're getting better. I did not know how they would come out to start the game, and I was surprised they came out to start as quickly as they did. I was pleasantly surprised. I said to you yesterday, after basically 2 weeks, I guess it was 10 days, away from Mountain West play, they had that run on Friday against Northern New Mexico. How would they come out to start the game? And I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little slow. Well, it wasn't at all. And I thought that was as much a key as anything else. They came out early and established themselves and led for a big chunk of the first half. And they were down by 3 at halftime, but you felt, okay, they're right there. When Wyoming came out early and started feeding Ike, and I think they opened up, a 7-point lead at some point? Is that about what they had? And I'm thinking, okay, find a way to hang around. And not only did they hang around, they forced turnovers. They got rebounds. They made shots. More than anything else. I mean, look, your field goal percentage last night was 54% from the field, 47.1 from three-point line. They were 8 for 17 from three. What's the core of the game? We say it all the time. Put ball through basket, right? And we sit around, well, they got to make shots. No bleep, Jeff. Right? But they made shots last night. And I thought they shot the ball at a good clip the way they have to. And I thought they defended well.
It was the best defensive game of the season for New Mexico. And just look at who they were defending. We're talking about Hunter Maldonado, Graham Ike, guys that we are talking about as player of the year candidates. Now, Graham Ike in that second half showed you why he is that good. He was 1 of 8 from the field in the first half. Then he goes 9 of 12 in the second half. And Sebastian Forsling started getting foul trouble. That's when they had to rotate some bodies on him. I thought Jalen Tovar, another one of those players, talk about his minutes, stepping up, played a really good game. And what you saw last night was players just getting better and growing. Sebastian Forsling, Jalen Tovar, you see, he's buying in to who he needs to be on this basketball team. And then you just get a tremendous performance from Jalen House, because when he's locked in, he can go toe-to-toe with anyone on the basketball court. And down the stretch, it was Graham Ike going there and getting a bucket, and then it was Jalen House stepping up and hitting tough shots.
House getting to the rim. Getting to the rim.
Backing.
I just am so impressed with the way that little guy could get to the rim, go down the right side of the lane, and get there. So, big win for your Lobos last night. Looking forward to having conversations with you as we get through this day. Richard Pitino's going to be with us coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. Sebastian Noel from ProView Networks at 8:30. We'll talk high school basketball as we're running closer and closer now to district tournaments, and then, of course, we will get you to the state tournaments. But here we are now, mid-February. You don't get any more mid than the 15th, the 14th, 2 days, the 16th of February. I will tell you we're even on the backside of February, and it gets really, really hot. We'll go through what else happened in the league last night. Duke had a great victory last night. NFL news. We got a lot to do. Looking forward to having this conversation with you as Lobo basketball gets their biggest Conference wins, certainly. When we get back, I want your opinion. Is it the biggest win of the Rich Pitino era, or is it just the biggest conference win? I don't know that it makes a difference. It's a big win, and the Lobos get Colorado State back in the pit tomorrow. It's the opening drive. Glad you're with us on a beautiful Wednesday morning. Thanks for listening to 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
High school sports are back. You can watch every ProView Network broadcast online on the NFHS network. Every moment from every game from every sport, including all NBAA state championship games. Get your monthly pass now. Just go to ProViewNetworks.com, click on the NFHS logo, and sign up today. Watch New Mexico's best.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one. Cover it with green stuff, one scoop is not enough. Find a booth is real tough, back by the Duke. Meet my family, meet my friends in the quirkiest restaurant I have ever been. All of Albuquerque's favorite spot, it's the Frontier Restaurant.
The Frontier Restaurant is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
I'm Ben Lucero, president and owner of Indigo Mortgage. We are a locally owned and operated mortgage company right here in New Mexico. This means your loan officers and processors are right here to serve you. Our mortgage divisions include residential, commercial, construction, reverse mortgages, and VA mortgage loan. Indigo Mortgage, because nobody cares more about your mortgage loan.
Is a proud supporter of ProView Networks.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Surprisingly great rates? Contact your local State Farm agent today.
If you want the real deal, call State Farm agent Marty Size in Albuquerque today.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The energy landscape is limitless and ever-changing. Cleaner energy resources are crucial to New Mexico's environment. For 100 years, PNM has utilized cutting-edge technology and employed hard-working New Mexicans to ensure that we have consistent, reliable energy when we need it. For life's loudest moments, quietest moments, and every moment in between. We're dedicated to providing you with energy now and into the future. All you have to do is dream of what to do with it next.
Hey basketball fans, here's your chance to win an NBAA 2022 State Basketball VIP prize pack. Just download the NBAA 24/7 app on your mobile device to be registered to win. The prize pack includes 2 passes to the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Tournament, plus 2 Lobo level tickets. You know, those seats in the first 5 rows from the pit floor. You also win a $500 gift card to Dick's Sporting Goods, a $100 gift card provided by Sonic Drive-In, an NBAA edition Wilson Evolution Leather Basketball, and a 6-month membership to New Mexico Sports and Wellness. All you have to do is download the NBAA 24/7 mobile app on iOS or Android, and you are registered to win. A winner will be picked during the 2022 NBAA State Basketball Selection Show on Sunday, February 27th. So let's review. Download the free NBAA 24/7 app and be entered to win lots of cool stuff. It's just that easy. If you already have the app, don't worry. You're registered for a chance to win too. Thank you to our participating...
Shares with your backpack. I rose it up, and you feel it just sinking. I'm like, wait a minute, I just rose this. Look at all the headspace I have on the camera now. See, that's how that's not how I know. Your backpack looks really comfortable, and I might have to change chairs in a minute. Lobos win last night. Winner. Green chili cheeseburger dinner. What do you celebrate? What would it be around here? Green chili cheeseburger dinner. That sounds right, doesn't it?
Yeah. Anything with green chili.
That's right. Winner, green chili. Yeah, I'm all the way down here now. Like, follow the yellow brick road.
I know. I'm like looking up.
I know. It just kept disappearing. Follow the yellow brick road.
Like I can't see you. I usually can see you.
I know. I don't know what happened. Big win last night, 75-66. Would you say this is the biggest win? And not that it matters. I mean, let me be. God, I can't do this anymore. Not that it matters. It's a big win. It's the biggest conference. Is it biggest win in the Richard Pitino era, or going down to Cruces and putting 101 on those guys and beating them in their gym bigger?
I think it's Las Cruces doing that to the Aggies on their home floor,
and then kind of like stepping on their logo, but not stomping on it.
Not at all stomping on their logo.
Somewhat dancing, but
but not.
Sorry.
I think they're both huge in the process, no question. And this is I think just as good. Yeah. But if you're like, well, who are you gonna pick? Well, I'll take the road win at New Mexico State. We scored 101 points.
Yep.
But last night was
you beat a ranked team last night.
Beating a ranked team, and taking a step forward. In conference, we've been close, and it's like, well, we just don't have this, we don't have that. Well, even when you look at the box score, and people are freaking out, like, oh, you won this game. The Lobos did with Sebastian Forsling not scoring Javonte Johnson. They did. But those guys also chipped in various ways. Forsling, his defense, and Graham Eke in the first half. I thought Javonte Johnson, even though he did not attempt a shot, his effort was good. He had 3 steals, 4 rebounds. And
could have had another rebound. He got his left arm held.
Those little things add up. AJ Jenkins grabbing rebounds. That's how you stay in a game with the big team.
And took one shot. Was it big? I mean, made one shot. Was the one KJ Jenkins shot big? It was huge. I think people are finding a role, and I think as games go on, every game's different. Every game has a different flow to it. Every game, you sometimes look. You know what House's role is going to be, right? I think you know what Mashburn's role is going to be, and I think J. Allen Tovar. And I told you, did I tell you this last week? I know I did. To me, the biggest improvement on this whole club has been him. Do you agree with me? The reason that they're competitive, I'm not telling you they're winning, they won last night, but the reason they're competitive and the reason that they're able to play with Wyoming and Colorado State on the road and win a game like this, you can get all the points you want, and they got 50-plus out of the 2 guards, okay, out of their starting guards, which is insane, and they scored 75. I think the consistency, what he's given you on both ends of the floor, 2 blocks, 8 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. His defense was good. His energy's terrific. He can score. The 3 that he hit to ask for the check, he hits that 3 and it was check, please. Thank you. To me, and I told you this a number of times, and I'm looking forward to talking to Richard about this at 8 o'clock. When I was on the Colorado trip, if you'd have told me one of those big guys isn't going to be here anymore, it was him, and it was easy. It was easy. I think his improvement's been insane.
I agree with you. What he's been able to bring to the table defensively and just battle. That's what you have to do at times, just battle. and that's what did last night. That's what we've seen over other games, as you just laid out with Jalen Tovar, and his just demeanor. Because these guys are still growing. They come together. The expectations, they're always a little bit higher, even if it's just year one, even if it's just guys playing their first games, whatever it may be. And you really see him buying in, this team coming together, and they work good with each other. And you mentioned it's just the roles, but it's also the personalities that fall into place. You look at Sebastian Forsling, and he's just a constant positive presence, whether he's on the floor or off the floor. That's a good guy to have around. You look at Jamal Mashburn, he is the steady, always just keeping focused, keeping his cool on the floor. And then you have guys like Jalen House, and I want that dude on the floor. I want his confidence. I want him in attack mode if I'm the Lobos. And you see that last night, because when he's on, he's going to hurt a lot of people in this conference. One win, and understand the context, and I think we're all very aware of what the one win means and what it doesn't mean. But it's a big one to finally break through. And I told you this also a couple weeks ago. They got to get one of these. It's one of those where you need the positive reinforcement. You need to know that everything we're working for, there is a payoff, right? We're working, we're listening to this coaching staff. We're close, but at some point we got to get over the top. And that's what yesterday was. Now, you got another beast coming in tomorrow in Roddy and Stevens and that group in Colorado State, who's just as good, if not better. And I know who was ranked and who was number one. We talked yesterday about Wyoming winning, I think 5 2-point games in conference play. This wasn't a 2-point game. It's not like they've been dominant. They've been good. They're a really good team. There's a lot of really good teams. Lobos played Colorado State to within a possession up in Fort Collins a couple weeks ago. How do you turn this thing around 2 days later? You hope you come out with the same effort defensively, because that's what it's going to take. Find a way to survive on the boards. David Roddy's another dude that's coming at you the same way inside, but he has the inside-out scoring ability. What you said, just paying something off. Finally having that positive reinforcement, it does make you look at things differently down the stretch. Even if you just split this week, it still is a huge week for the Lobos, because they have a manageable schedule to end the season. And all you want is to feel that the hope you have as a fan going into conference tournament, there's a little something there to back it up. Yeah. And you do feel that way when they finally get a win, because you're not just saying, well, what if, all right, they play close games, but they're never going to finish, so what's the point? Well, they got one. So you still have deficiencies, right? You are still undermanned up front. Then I guess the common question, the basic question would be, well, they went up against one of the best big men in the league in EK, and they're undermanned up front. So how did they win? How did they beat him? Well, I think Forsling in the first half was really, really good defensively, and then they threw enough at him. Were you surprised they didn't go zone? No, not when I saw what they were doing, which is in the first half. Well, but I mean in the second half. I think at that point, the fact that Maldonado wasn't going off, they were just kind of like, all right, we'll just not mess with this. We'll deal with EK scoring, because they were able to chip away, and they didn't. When it was 39-32, 3 minutes into the second half, I think at that moment you're like, okay, this is. And Graham EK scored the first 10 points. And they're just pumping it down to him every time, and why wouldn't you? But when the Lobos got some stops, started scoring on the other end, I could see they were just kind of like, all right, let's just keep doing what we're doing, because what they were doing was, all right, EK was going off in the second half, but Maldonado wasn't scoring. You got the shot sheet there. So somewhere about the 2-minute mark in the game, they cut it to 3, right? And it was EK, right? Right about when it turned to 2 minutes, it was a 3-point game, correct? Yes. All right, and EK had scored how many buckets in a row for them? I mean, everything, right? Yeah, EK down the stretch, and then when they cut it to 3, they dumped it into EK. The Lobos sent a double. Then he hit Odin with the pass, who completed a dunk, and that was a 3-point. Right, and that was an open baseline dunk, yeah. But all they were doing was going to him, and my feel at that point was, damn, like what a good job, good effort, but they can't stop that guy right now. Like, are they gonna? If I'm Jeff Linder, throw it to the big dude on the block too. Like they can't. They got a walk on him. And I thought there was one possession where Arroyo jumped on a ball on the ground. The ball got batted away.
he missed the free throw, but he gave you a body. Like when you're down to playing a walk-on against the best big guy, is he the best big guy in the league? Roddy is.
I believe Grant Mika's the best.
Okay, he's what is Roddy? He's a big guy, but it's 6'5". He's not. But you're playing a walk-on against the best big guy in the league, the 22nd ranked team in the country, because that's all you've got. And you know what? That walk-on played well, and you're playing a walk-on and a true freshman from overseas who, with all due respect, wasn't ready to be playing the minutes he's playing. That's what you're playing against him. And then you're playing, Jalen Tovar, who's undersized and out of position, and giving it everything he's got. That's how you beat that team yesterday. You got to give a lot of credit to that coaching staff and to those kids. And you needed a payoff. You needed at some point to have that feel yesterday. All the work you put into it, all of the stuff you're listening to the coach, and just sit around basically for 2 weeks. Played Northern New Mexico once, and just sit on it and sit on it and sit on it. And the other thing I'm interested in talking to Richard about was, over the last 10 days, what do you do to get better when you have that sort of a lull in your schedule? I'm going to guess he's never had that before. In February, to have a 10-day lull in your conference schedule, nobody has that. But it felt like they got better. You watched them last night. Did they get better?
They looked a lot better.
Yeah. And so you get one last night, and winner, chicken dinner, finally. And move on. Richard Pitino's going to be with us. Looking forward to talking to the coach at 8 o'clock this morning. 505-246-0610. We'll get you around the league when we come back. There were other good ones in college basketball as well. Come on in. What your thoughts on a Lobo victory last night over the 22nd ranked team in the country in the pit? Guys, sometimes it doesn't matter what you do. You can do everything right. Doesn't guarantee results. You can do everything right and still need a little help. You can eat right. You can work out. You can watch your weight. And still, some things that Mother Nature throws at you, you're going to have to deal with, and that's where NuMale comes in. Guys, if you're dealing with some of these very natural things, like tired way too often, hair loss, weight gain, even erectile dysfunction, call NuMale. NuMale helps men all over the country beat these things with industry-leading testosterone replacement. 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or visit them at NuMale, NUMALE.com. Reality is, as you age, there's a good chance that you're going to be affected by these very natural things. Nothing to be ashamed of. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it. Make a call that can make a huge difference for you. NuMale's number is 505-652-1688. They're convenient. They're here in Albuquerque. They're with you throughout the whole process. And it works. The results are real. NuMale's number is 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, or visit NuMale.com and feel better.
Dreaming about that brand new Subaru? You know which one you want, but have you been able to really drive one yet? Whether you're online at fiestasubaru.com or ready to get out and drive the real thing, our Subarus are sanitized and ready to drive. There's never been a better time to fall in love with your new Subaru. So get driving now at Fiesta Subaru on Lomas or online at fiestasubaru.com to schedule your real test drive.
TurboThreads is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks.
Almost 30 years of experience means fast service, great prices, and a wide selection of apparel from t-shirts to performance sports shirts, even jackets and hats. They feature low minimums and no setup charges on most orders. TurboThreads is located at 1503 Golf Course Road in Rio Rancho, or find them on Facebook, online at turbothreads.com, or call 999-1234 for TurboThreads.
I prefer to do stuff online. I can find things much quicker, do the research I need, and have it shipped or waiting for me to pick up. The Shop by Payments option was perfect for me. I got online, clicked on Shop by Payments, put in my down payment and monthly budget, and the guessing was done. From laptop, I was able to nail down the bike I wanted, add a few customizations, and get an estimate on my trade-in.
Hi, I'm Joe with Everguard Roofing and Solar, and I'm proud to say I'm standing next to our University of New Mexico Lobo football quarterback, Terry Wilson. We at Everguard Roofing and Solar are active in our community, and we love the Lobos.
What I love about Everguard Roofing and Solar is their commitment to excellence, and that's what I'm all about. That's why I support this company, because they care about the people of New Mexico.
A hole in your roof or a whole new roof? Go Lobos!
Everguard Roofing and Solar are proud supporters of ProView Sports.
Dream Style Roofing tops them all. When your roof's worn out and needs to be replaced, we're gonna do it right, put a smile on your face. They're at home, things are looking up when you get your roof done by someone you can trust. Dream Style, a company name that's been around forever. No one does it better. You need a new roof, you know who to call. Dream Style Roofing tops them all. For your business or your